What's up everybody and welcome back to another episode of upcoming mods for Fallout 4. If you guys have never seen this series before, basically what this is all about is I show you some work in progress pictures of some of the different mods that you should be getting hyped for now because they're going to be coming out very shortly. Although it is important to remember when watching this series that different mod authors do work at different paces, so even if a mod seems like it'll be released very shortly, sometimes it may take a little bit longer, and again all these mod authors are doing this for free, so remember that when watching this video. Also, when you see a different image in this video, I always put the sources down below, but sometimes if you like it, it's really important, especially since a lot of these images are on Nexus, to click the endorse me button on that image. This really shows to the mod author that you are having a lot of interest, and you'd be surprised how many mod authors that don't really generate a ton of interest on certain images will get discouraged and not really want to make their mod. A number of times on the series, after releasing an episode on a certain mod, I actually had a mod author reach out to me and say they were thinking about just not doing it anymore because it didn't really seem like anyone was interested, but after the video, fortunately a lot of people did go over and show interest in the mod, and it did kind of revitalize their interest. I'm really happy to be in a position to do that, but also I encourage you guys to actually reach out to some of these mod authors and just show interest where interest is due. With all that being said, if you guys do want to help the series, you could do that by leaving a like or a comment. Due to YouTube's new algorithm, that's just the best way to help the video out. But with all that being said, let's just jump right into it. So the first mod I do want to show you is actually going to be a mod I don't know the name of yet. Basically, the mod author did post two work in progress pictures, one of a M2K grenade and one of a knife named the M9 Phrobis III. I'm actually not sure if I'm saying that right. It's kind of a weirdly laid out word. Regardless, these are two different things. One of them is going to, again, be a grenade. And basically what this mod author did say is he wants to make kind of a pack of all these different kind of weapons and just different little things. He said he didn't really want to release them as standalone weapon mods, but wait till he had a good number done and then release them again as a pack. So insofar, again, we do have an M2K grenade as well as we do have that knife. Both of them are having a very modern military feel to them, which I actually really like because I feel like a lot of grenades and knife mods don't really address the textures of those so much, or they'll kind of be themed off something else, especially with a lot of the different melee weapon mods out there. It's kind of themed off a different video game or something else in media. It's really nice to see something just based on the modern military feel, and I feel like it'll fit well into Fallout 4. Both of these do seem extremely high quality again, and I'm excited to see what other additions this mod author does plan to make in the future. I actually like the idea of a weapon pack addressing a lot of these smaller things in the game, like grenades and maybe some of these smaller knives and melee weapons. Since we do have a bunch of different weapon mods that kind of address, you know, assault rifles and pistols and stuff like that, this will definitely take on a section that really was otherwise left untouched. So next up, we do have the Gun SMG, or otherwise known as its technical name, the M3 submachine gun. This is going to be by the mod author Deadpool 2099. This is the same guy that made the M9 and the really high quality M9 that did come out a few weeks ago that had a bunch of cool different weapon attachments. I also did cover that on this series. If you've never heard of the Grease gun before, basically what it's all about is it was meant to be a replacement for the Thompson in World War II, but it was meant to be a much cheaper replacement, and everyone kind of said, hey, no, it's going to perform just as well, firing the same caliber ammo, just as accurate. Fortunately, this was largely a myth. The Thompson was all around just a much better gun, and the Grease gun was just a cheaper alternative that had cheaper components. But for all those reasons, it actually seems like it fit really well into Fallout 4. Obviously, a post-apocalyptic landscape makes guns really hard to come by, and a relatively cheap gun does seem like something that would be relatively interesting in the game. Based on this mod author's previous mod, I have really high hopes for this weapon. The M9 was very high quality, both model and texture-wise, and I think the M3 submachine gun could definitely fit that similar role. Again, I'm really excited to see where he goes in the future. Obviously, we have a very early work in progress set of pictures here, but I think it could definitely be a very cool mod and fit well into Fallout 4. So next up, we do have the Santa outfit. This is going to be a new mod by Alex Scorpion. If you've never heard him before, he's actually posted a bunch of different work in progress mods before, as well as he actually made a body replacer and the Hero Riddick rifle, which were both extremely high quality and very nice additions to Fallout 4. So now it seems he is working on a female Santa outfit, which actually looks pretty cool. I like a lot of the details on these, including the boots and just kind of all around the feel of the outfit. It definitely feels like something that would be borderline slutty, definitely going to be showing a good amount of cleavage, and again, something that is a Santa outfit, but yet wearing short shorts and kind of a crop top. Definitely not going to be maybe the most practical and warm thing to wear in the winter. Regardless, the outfit itself actually looks pretty cool. One thing I really like is the addition of that kind of little backpack that looks like Santa's bag of toys. I think that just looks really cool. I imagine this outfit will probably be attempted to be released as soon as possible. I'm filming this on December 24th, Christmas Eve, so I imagine he'll probably try and go for a release tomorrow or maybe the day after Christmas, but obviously the relevance of Christmas stuff is going to become less and less as time goes on. Regardless, the outfit itself again does look really high quality, and based off some of his mods in the past, I have a feeling this is going to definitely be a very cool mod, and I'm definitely excited to see it be released. So next up we have Lootable Power Armor Frame. So this is actually something I've wanted for a long time. Basically, do you guys know now how if someone in a power armor frame dies, your current power armor frame is just gone? Or whatever power armor they were wearing, yes, you could take the pieces, but the frame is what's really valuable because they're actually relatively hard to find in Fallout 4. Although hypothetically you only need like 1, 2, maybe 3 tops for your companions. But regardless, it just always felt kind of silly to me that the frame itself was just kind of totally removed and you could never get that back. Well, this mod's going to give you a way to get those frames back, as you can see by the video in the background, which was posted to the mod author's YouTube channel, and it will be linked in the description down below. Basically, now you'll go through a little bit of a short animation to get the power armor frame back, and then standing next to it will be the power armor on its frame. One thing I would actually like to see changed in the future, and again, I don't know where he wants to go with this or what his ideology behind this mod is, but I think it would be really cool, one, to lock this behind a perk wall, maybe a higher level of some of the different perks in the game. I think it would be pretty fitting that way. Being available to any old schmuck doesn't just seem necessary or really appropriate for a mod that would add this much ability to the game. And on top of that, it would actually be kind of cool if maybe the power armor was damaged or something like that. I'm not really sure how you can implement that, but maybe you had to repair the frame in addition to some of the power armor pieces, considering the person in it actually died. So I imagine the power armor sustained a lot of damage in that process. Regardless, it's a very cool mod and definitely a good quality of life mod that I will be downloading, and I'm excited to see be released. So up next, we do have a new work in progress mod by Flipdark. That's a statement I've actually said a lot. Regardless, what this mod is going to be is a series of Wasteland Repeaters. So a bunch of repeater action rifles added into Fallout 4's Commonwealth. So as you can see here, we do have the 22 rifle, a 308 long ranger rifle, which is probably going to be higher damage, but again, higher range. Then we do just have the kind of classic 45 lever action Colt rifle that you've seen in tons of Western movies and of course Westworld. And then last but not least, the Henry action repeater, which again, a pretty popular gun that you've probably seen in a lot of different movies and just media in general. So why did I make that little comment on Flipdark before? Well, basically he's had a lot of mods that were a work in progress and did reach various stages of development but never being released. I've covered him time and time again on the series. Well, someone actually did call him out on the post on Reddit he did make for this mod, and he did say he's actually going to get a texture artist in the future because he really enjoys making the models for some of these different guns, but the texture work isn't his strong suit and he'll just get frustrated and kind of start over on a new mod. So hopefully this is going to be one of the ones we do see released. As with many of his mods, I get very excited for them. This definitely seems like something that's promising, especially if we could get appropriate animations. That would be huge and a very nice addition for a mod such as this. It would still be cool even without appropriate animations, but I feel like that would really be make or break for a mod based solely around lever action rifles. Regardless, I'm very excited for this one. I'm excited to see where it goes in its development going forward, but definitely going to be worth a download when it is finally released. So next up we have a weapon mod. I'm not really sure what you call this thing. It almost looks like a hybrid between two different weapons. Regardless, it's going to be by a mod author that has posted a number of retexture mods in the past for the Pip-Boy as well as some of the lockpicking mechanics in Fallout 4. But this definitely looks like a pretty interesting and cool mod. It actually seems like a cross between maybe an AK-74 as well as a kind of M4 or M16 styled gun. It kind of has the receiver of an M4 in the stock and pistol grip, but as you can see, the fire selector and most of the end of the gun actually has an AK-74 or maybe kind of a shorter version of that gun. All around, it does look very cool. I actually really like that idea. I think it would be cool to implement both of the features of those guns as kind of a mix mash that would really work well with Fallout 4's weapon customization system. Regardless, again, this is going to be a pretty early on work in progress picture. I'm excited to see what kind of attachments and different things like that you could get on this gun. Obviously, it does have a pretty intricate rail system, so hopefully we will be able to take advantage of that as well as recolor the stock and pistol grip and magazine. I think that would make the gun look very cool, as it actually does look pretty cool right now. I think I'm going to pretty much wrap it up for this episode, guys. Hopefully you guys did enjoy. Hopefully you're having a good Christmas Eve, excited to spend it with family, and of course excited to get a ton of presents tomorrow. If you did watch to this point in the video, let me know by commenting lighter down below. Also, let me know what was your favorite mod on this list. I actually think the grease gun is the one I'm going to be most hyped for, but again, let me know which one you got most excited for. As always, I thank you guys for watching again, and I do hope to see you all next time. Later.